You are tuned in to me, Nikita Kanda, here on the Asian Network Breakfast Show. But I am not alone this morning. The one, the only Ed Sheeran on the Breakfast Show. Welcome!
How you doing?
Ed, welcome to BBC Asian Network.
I know, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. And do you know what I've got to say? You're in the Asian Network colours. You're all pink.
Thank you, yeah, bright.
I like it. Well, welcome. I mean, it's so nice to have you here. So nice to have you on the show. The listeners are so excited. Let's get straight into it, Ed. I mean, album came out on Friday. Cool Play. Working with Arijit Singh. Sapphire. The listeners have been going crazy for it, always being requested on the show as well. I mean, how did this come about? How did your friendship with him start? How did you even get to know him?
I played my first show in Mumbai in like 2015, and I think that was like my first introduction to anything in like Indian culture, from Bollywood to music to instruments to anything. And when I was there, my old lawyer's cousin is Farah Khan, who is like very, very in the
just
scene.
Dropping Farah Khan in there, Ed.
So she basically like took me round for the first time, introduced me to people, and that was like my first introduction. And then I went back and toured there again and again and again. And there was one time I met with T-Series, and they wanted me to do a version of Tum Hi Ho with Arijit for a movie another movie. It was basically, I don't know whether it's being made or whether I'm like dropping people in, but this was like a while ago.
Okay.
And so they sent me Tum Hi Ho. I obviously listened to it, was spellbound by it, and just loved it, and got in touch with Arijit and just said, let's be friends.
Yeah.
Well, not that to begin with. It was just sort of like, let's be friends. Let me know when you're in London. I think, he was going to be over in like 6 months or something. So I just said, keep in touch, we'll get some food. Then he came to London, we hung out. I went to play Perfect with him at the show. And then afterwards, I was playing him some of the new record, and I played him Sapphire. And he instantly was looking at his mates being like, this needs this needs this, I'd love to do this, I'd love to do this, let me help. And he essentially took the track away, worked on it, and there it is. So it's a very like natural progression of things. A
natural friendship and process. So you said you were like, let's be friends. Did you DM him?
No, I got his email.
Oh, okay.
I got his email, yeah. So Sarvan, who I made a lot of the record with, knew him and essentially put us in touch. But I feel like when I was in Mumbai, everyone knows everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's
everyone's
like Asians in general. It's like, you know one Asian, you know them all. We all know each other.
I guess it's like the UK London scene. Like, there's always someone that knows someone.
Yeah, there is. And you said that you were working for Aashiqui 3. You were trying to work on Aashiqui 3. Was that right?
Very, very, very early. I don't know if
we
that's
don't want to put anyone in it.
Well, I don't know if it's even a thing. It was just a conversation that we had, and that was how it. But yeah, I watched Aashiqui 2, and I loved it as a movie, but it was such a like depressing ending. Yeah. And then when I spoke about the ending, the guy that told me about it was just like, yeah, we love tragedy.
Yeah, you know what? We love a bit of drama. We love to cry at the end of all of our movies. Okay, so you liked Aashiqui 2. Actually, our listeners voted for Tum Hi Ho from Aashiqui 2 as like the number one song
I think
last week.
One of my favourite songs of all time. It's so beautiful.
I can see, like, because it's like you are good at giving the emotion, Ed. You do like to give us a lot of emotion, and obviously, like you said, we like the emotion in our Bollywood films as well. And then you went to visit Arijit in his village in India as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's a mission to get to, real mission. That was like, it was a 3-hour flight and then a 5.5-hour drive. And I took my dad, and as soon as we got there, it was very, I know this sounds weird to say, but it was very similar to my setup in my hometown. And Arijit's married to a girl that he grew up with, and his kids are there and his family are there and his studio's there, and it sort of felt like a mirror image of my life in the UK with very, very similar people.
And what was the best thing about like his village? What did he take you to do or eat?
Do you know what? He had like these mopeds, and we just rode around on. I actually ended up coming back to the UK and buying a moped because of it, and now I just do that. In my village. in the music video for Sapphire, you're on the moped. That, yeah.
It's actually that.
That's how he gets around. Yeah, that's how he gets around. So we were just sort of scooting around. My dad was on the back of his security guard's bike, which was kind of cool. He took us on a boat as well down the river, which was super beautiful. And I find, like, in the same way that London is not representative of the whole UK. I feel like in the same way Mumbai is not representative, obviously, of the whole of India, because India's huge. And it was lovely getting out to a rural part of India and being shown around it properly and really experiencing culture. This is also what I love about touring India, is every 100 miles the language changes, the food changes, the music changes, the fabrics change. There's so much diversity there that everywhere we went felt completely different.
Do you know what? I could really see it in your face in the music video as well. Like in Sapphire, you just look so happy. So when we're like watching it, we're just smiling, watching you smile.
It was a fun tour. It was a fun tour. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. And I'm also like, we went to the see like the set of oh god, I forget the name, Bahubali.
Okay,
went to go and see the set of that, which was like nuts.
Bahubali, yeah.
It's huge.
Insane.
It's huge. None of that CGI. That's like it's actual.
They take
sets.
it seriously in India and South Indian films as well. And you was talking before that about being in Arijit Singh's village and going around on the moped and discovering India, but I didn't get to ask you, what kind of foods did he take you to eat? Because you said that you went for dinner when he came here as well.
Yeah, it was a home cooked meal at his studio, and actually, I guess a home cooked meal at his show here. He brings a chef with him, so it was like, it was very much like you're eating. It was sort of everything. I wish I could pinpoint what it was. I remember coming to the dressing room being like, "Oh, I haven't eaten," and then just like 15 pots
a feast
appearing in front of me.
Yeah, that's normal for us. We like to overcook everything as well. Not overcook in terms of overcooking the meat, but
I know what you mean. Yeah,
the whole spread for like 2 people, and it'd be like 10 pots. We've got messages coming in. Ed, love you and love listening to you, but it was a shame you didn't turn up at Tottenham Spurs Stadium with Arijit Singh.
I know, that was a shame. I had a gig in Dusseldorf. Yeah, we were talking about because he mentioned that to me ages ago. We were talking about whether we could do that at another time, but you get slots at stadiums, and that was the slot that they got, and the slot in Dusseldorf was the slot I got. So it will happen.
You know
again.
what, Ed? We will let you off. It's
it will
fine.
happen
But there's
again.
somebody else that you did turn up on his tour with, and that was Mr. Diljit Dosanjh.
Yeah,
I mean, you turned up in Birmingham.
So I met. He said come to the O2, and I was like, it has to be Birmingham.
Why Birmingham then?
Well, I feel like London always gets the love.
Yeah,
it always gets the love, and I feel like Birmingham has obviously like a huge Punjabi community as well, and I thought like that's going to be that I feel like is going to feel cooler, I guess.
And it was real. And you know what? It was a big surprise. I don't think anybody expected it, but you gave us this very iconic clip, which I've been rinsing all morning. Do you remember Diljit saying that?
Yeah. I remember.
And then I think every Asian in the country, in the UK, was calling you Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
So you're now Ed Sheeran.
I think that's stuck as well. I get that wherever I go.
Yeah. And you were singing, or you did like a kind of bit of a mashup, didn't you, with Nena and Shape of You?
Yeah.
And then he also came out to your tour in Mumbai,
and
you
did
sang
Lover.
You sang in Punjabi, and obviously you sang in Punjabi on Sapphire.
That was the first time I sung in Punjabi was doing Lover. Yeah.
How did you find that? Was it Diljit that was teaching you? How did
originally,
that come about?
yeah, and then I obviously doing it with Arijit, and I've just done a tune with Karan Aujla as well, where we've done like a little bit of that. But
wow, sorry, Ed, you've just dropped a massive kind of like bomb here. You've literally like told us you've done a tune with Karanaujla.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. I love how you've just dropped this here, but when is this happening?
We just shot the video. We shot the video in New York last week. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
So you've done it. You've shot the video.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's coming out.
Yeah, come out, I reckon, sometime in October.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ed, you're just giving us more and more and more. There's too much to talk to you about. Okay, we'll park Karanaujla for a little bit, but going back to Diljit, so you were saying you sang in Punjabi and that was the first time on your tour. So yeah, how did that happen?
I think Diljit was just like, if you do this, people will love it. And he taught it to me. He taught the pronunciation. And yeah, do you know what I found learning the bits that I've sung in Punjabi is what a like one kind of melodic language it is, even without melody, but also like how poetic it is.
Yeah.
Like every time anything was translated, I was like, wow, this is like poetry in a language, and you just wouldn't get the same thing in English. You know,
Yeah.
it's an amazing language.
I think with most of like our languages in like South Asia, they are very poetic,
Yeah.
and they you know, things that you say in English. So when we translate it, sometimes it just doesn't feel the same. So when you sing it in Punjabi or Hindi, whatever it might be, it does always sound way more beautiful sometimes. So you picked it up quite easily though.
Do you know what? It's a rhythmic language, and I think that I can get the rhythm of it pretty quickly. The pronunciation is always the tough thing for me, because there's sounds that you do either with your throat or your tongue that aren't like typically English, and so getting the hang of that. But on all occasions, like with Karan, like sitting with him and him being like, no, you say it like this, no, you say it like this, and I said, be really, really brutal with me, and so we sat together and he was brutally honest, and we made it work.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm just really excited now because like I said, you're just giving us more and more and more. And is there going to be a song with Diljit? Because you haven't dropped one yet, and I feel like you guys have got a budding friendship.
I am open. I'm down for anything.
Okay, so shall we say this right now? We're calling Diljit. We're saying it to him. If he's listening, Ed wants to do a song with you.
Great.
Let's put it out there. Can I get some of the credit for this?
Absolutely.
If it happens, I'm going to give myself credit.